Here we have a story from Breitbart. I'm going to do two articles. It's about both about Alyssa Milano. She was once the former hot chick on Who's the Boss, and then the show with the three witches that I only paid attention to for a certain reason. It was called Charmed. Anyway, this is by Hannah Blau, and the headline is Alyssa Milano throwing the towel if Trump can be impeached for pushing hydrochloroquine for personal gain. All right, so we know where this is headed. Okay, so all right, so a lot of the men, a lot of people who actually are understand how the things work in this world. So from about 18 to probably 29, 30, women have like a lot of value in terms of youth and beauty and childbearing, right? When they hit 30, usually women just fall off the map, and a lot of things happen. It has to do with, well, besides childbearing, you see things like their skin, right? So women have less tough skin than men, which is why women's products are slightly different, right? So this is what happens to something like Alyssa Milano. She loses her looks, right? And she built her entire life and career, and it's actually a source of pride to her, right? Looks. And it's really devastating to a woman when she loses the ability of gaining male attention. Okay, I think this will happen in the case. She lost male attention, and this is a way to try to get attention by pretending she had a coherent mind. But clearly she doesn't. But let's look at this article here. Actress and left-wing activist. That's how she tries to get attention. Alyssa Milano floated the New York Times report that suggested the president's promoting hydrochloroquine as a potential treatment for the virus for financial gain as grounds for his impeachment. Yes. Impeachment number 3 or 4. Who knows what this will be. Well, they'll probably try one more time, I believe, before the upcoming election. Trump can make history as the first president to be impeached twice. I mean, if putting lives in danger by pushing a drug for personal gain during the pandemic isn't impeachable, we should just throw in the towel. And here's the quote. Oh, goodness. She's, again, this chick used to be in like a lot of like teenagers posters in the 90s. I mean, she was really attractive, really great face. She's kind of sultry, hot, Anyway, it's a shame that I dedicated some of my time to her in the 90s, if you get my drift, but it was good times. Anyway, Milano's declaration follows the Times report, the general divide over effectiveness. Look, again, it's about this drug seems to work. It seems to have like 90-something percent, 99% effective. It's been used in other countries and it works. And I think they're worried about this giving Trump even more votes. That's really it. So, I mean, but again, to play with people's lives because you hate the orange man's, I mean, again, one day there should be Nuremberg trials for a lot of these communists, right? I half joke, but that means I'm half serious too. It's just like you're playing with people's lives by lying. You do not lie. Do not lie and accuse people of doing these things without proof. I mean, these people are sick-minded. They're absolutely sick-minded. It's okay. So the thing that they're trying to gaslight is like he has a stake in one of these hydrochloroquine companies, right? And the stake could be as little as $99. And usually what happens, like, rich people have investments everywhere. They don't even know what their investments are in because they have other people taking care of it. And it's just mind-boggling that they try to attack the orange man for something as little as $99, but they let Biden's son go when he took a 1.5 billion. It's mind-boggling. This is what these evil people do. Like, absolutely disgusting. Anyway, just use logic and make decisions. I mean, that's it. There's nothing more I can say about it. It's nuts. And of course, it cites the Huffington Post from the New York Times. Of course, they're all in it together. They're all sick. They're absolutely sick, mentally sick and ill. And let's see now. So of course, Milano's not over. Like, she's receiving backlash for supporting Biden because Biden's been accused, and believe all women, yada yada yada. This nonsense. And again, as they say, they eat each other. Because here's the thing, right? Okay, the different ideas about it. It's, okay, psychologically, it could be the term of conformity and non-conformity. Basically, two things cannot occupy the same space. Think of it like that, right? So it's like why a lot of these groups, it's like why you can't have the gays, the transgenders, the blacks, the feminists in the same group, because in reality they're competing for victim points. Eventually it'll blow up. Right now they're trying to paint the target on straight men and white men, and also the well off, the rich, as causing problems, and they all can't compete with the same victim points. Eventually they start eating each other, and the Milano and Rose McGowan is an example of it. It also has to do with logic. I believe people who are in those groups, they might have literally psychological problems. Again, these things used to be classified as psychological issues up until it wasn't in the 1970s or early 80s, where basically liberalism decided to get involved in basically the I forget the psychologist manual. It's the main manual psychologists use to diagnose disorders. I forgot the name the DSP or something like 4. I can't remember the exact one. It's been a while. Once again, it's been a while. I think I study these things. All these things come from memory. Anyway, again, they can occupy the same space, and she's being eviscerated for basically for basically defending Biden and attacking Kavanaugh. And as you know, we must believe all women. Anyway, that's it, and everybody knows the story. I don't need to relight it, go over it again. But yeah, right here, she accused Justice Kavanaugh after he was accused of misconduct. People call it hypocritical, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And these people are absolutely insane. Again, once they hit the wall, they want attention, and they're too lazy to actually work hard for the attention. So they'll take the easiest route. The easiest route is social justice and complaining. Okay, it's one of those things that when women complain, they still have an advantage. Sadly, even as they go older, they still complain. It's because everybody, so deep down, right, psychologically, everybody knows women are weaker both mentally, physically, emotionally than men. Okay, everybody knows this. It's something we all know. Some people are going to point to, well, men commit more suicide, but no, sorry, men have higher suicide rates, but women commit them more. There probably a couple of reasons that why men go through it is also strength. It takes some force to actually kill yourself. You have to actually have a lot of strength to stab yourself. Believe it or not, you have to have a lot of conviction. Men usually have more conviction in their words and in their actions. Believe it or not, this is why men usually go through what they say. It's has positives and negatives. That's the problem also. A lot of times, because men are smarter, they can do more good, but they also do more evil acts. It's one of those things that you just have to live with in society, I believe, for progress, for intellectual progress, and for progress in the medical field. Alright guys, take care, hope you enjoyed. And Alyssa Milano was once a hot piece of ASS. It's a shame this is what she's turned into, but again, once women hit around 35, it's pretty much over. By 30, they lose their attention. But also on the flip side, men gain attention. Alright guys, take care, share, subscribe, hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up, and stick around, I'll do a couple more.